Hi, Brad Redding, the Director of Instruction at the Resort Course of Grand Dunes, South Carolina. You know, bunker shots have been talked a lot about different ways of playing it. And the way I was taught earlier was kind of difficult, I thought. When I was a kid, I was taught to open my stance up and open the face up, swing outside in. So if I want to go that way, my feet would be over here, I'd aim the face over there, and the golf ball would go that way. Too many angles in my book. So what I said, you know what? All I want to do is make sure that the bounce hits the sand. That's all we want to do. Make sure the bounce hits the sand. Now the bounce of a sand wedge is the back part. This front part is the leading edge. I never want to use that in bunker play. I always want to use the bounce. So what I want to do again is add some loft to the face. I've turned my sand wedge into maybe a lob wedge. So it has 50-60 degrees of loft. I'm going to lay it back this way, add loft to it, and now I have maybe like 60. Well, if I do that, I've exposed the bounce to the sand. So you don't want to open the face, open it, you want to lay it back. So your hands would actually be more behind the golf ball at address, which makes my left wrist very cupped in at address, and now I can use the bounce of the sand wedge. Now as far as your address position, well, the idea on the shot here, using the bounce, I want to cut across the golf ball this way. Well, if I do that, that means the golf ball would tend to go a little more that way. So instead of trying to open my stance, I'm going to get pretty parallel to my target, maybe even a little closed to my target. And when I do that, I want to get secure to the ground. So I'm going to kind of dig my feet in. I'm going to bow my legs out to secure myself in the bottom here. And now what I want to do is swing more out to in, okay, outside and then out to in, right? And that will help me cut across the golf ball. But remember, at address, you definitely want to be more this way, not the face open. So I have my stance pretty parallel, maybe even a hair closed. I lay the handle back, which adds loft to the face. And now what I want to do is swing out this way and then out to in, letting the bounce hit the sand. Now if I do that, you can see that golf ball actually went a little bit off to the right, okay? Well, again, what I want to do is make sure that I get it on the green. That's the main purpose here. And a lot of golfers that open their stance up like this, they'll see the target over here and they'll swing inside. That's the last thing you want to do in bunker play. It's going to come to the inside. You want to get it out here and get it up so you can come down and cut across the golf ball. So again, keep myself pretty parallel, maybe a little bit closed, and swing more out in. So when I come through, I make sure I maintain that cup in my wrist, which keeps the bottom or the bounce of the club exposed to sand. And all you want to do is hit somewhere behind it, somewhere behind it. Not an inch, not two, not three, just somewhere behind it, because if I do that, I'll get the golf ball out every single time and make that putt. I know that'll help your sand game. Get on playing.